Kind of tell us what is so meaningful about it and why you advocate so hard for it.
Well, yeah, lots of reasons. I know I myself have struggled a lot with anxiety, depression, and eating disorders since I was younger. And I felt like what really helped me the most was diving into my creative work full out. I feel like the more that my life revolves around my creative work, the better things go for me, just as long as I have a healthy why to keep this all alive. And by healthy why, I mean that whatever you do, it's really important to know why you're doing it. So when I was just starting out as a guitarist, before I was even in my band Carcaza, I was really uh, uptight about it. I was like, I have to be the best. I have to prove myself. And it just wasn't very enjoyable for me at all. It just felt like self punishment a lot of the time. So, one thing that I do with my creative work for myself, and I show this to other people, is how to have a sense of humor about it. And you can still be so serious about what you do and so dedicated and committed and just full out going for it, but without being so uptight and without giving yourself more problems with anxiety, depression, imposter syndrome, and sleepless nights and mental health problems and all of that. And that's something that I portray through my comic book story. I know that I gave you a copy of
Yeah,
it.
it's awesome.
And in the beginning of my musical journey, I was just like this one. I was like, I can't stop till I make it to the top. And I had these ridiculous hours that I'd force myself to practice things that I didn't even enjoy sometimes because it was all discipline and almost no fun at all. And I was very motivated by like, oh, you and you and you're gonna love me. I really wanted to be liked by other people.
Sure.
And then for me, that just led to these inner demons leeching on my darkest feelings. But then, as I progress, I start to realize that I could actually tap into music and explore different types of art as something empowering. Like, yes, I have the power, and actually enjoy it, but being no less serious about my professional goals in that way. And I apply that to all my entrepreneurship, so including my music education program and including performing and recording professionally. I apply that concept of being chill and relaxed about it while
Right.
pursuing my goals. And I think that that's something very important to show to other people, because I think society glorifies a lot of extreme workaholism sometimes, and people get into a lot of unhealthy coping mechanisms to deal with that. And life is all about balance, and I don't think we need to be glamorizing something like, oh, I only sleep 2 hours a day and I'm always miserable and I forget to eat all the time and I'm always disgruntled and I'm super lonely. But oh, it's because I'm pursuing being a millionaire entrepreneur. Like,
Mhm.
you could be even more successful than you imagined by having a better balance in life.
Kind of walk like through. So if somebody was watching and they're a teenager and they're dealing with the same stuff, how did you get through that? Like, give us kind of like some insight of like what got you to the next step.
What really turned it around was one moment when I was in that feeling like I just didn't care about my life anymore. I had something like a vision of what my future could be like if I just continued pursuing being myself, that I could do something that other people in the world would value by me being my authentic self. And
Okay.
that kind of vision that I started imagining was very motivating for me, because now it was no longer about just, going through the motions and then thinking that if I could just escape everything, that would be much easier on me. It was about actually having a goal that's not only good for myself, but also good for other people and really leave something to the world. That was very motivational for me. So I felt like I wanted to do something that reaches beyond just myself. So I realized then, that's when I was 14, going on 15, that I didn't want to just have a life where I, work a good job, make good money, have an income, because what went through my mind is that literally my corpse won't care about that stuff when I'm dead. Like
Hmm.
that kind of stuff, my income and what my grades, my income, my accomplishments in sports, even that is all temporary. But what lasts is what I can bring to other people. So
Hmm.
at that point, I did not know precisely what I wanted to do with my life yet. I was definitely interested in entrepreneurship, so I knew I wanted to do something with independent business.
Right.
But overall, it was just the idea that I could recover from this condition by being myself instead of trying to be someone else. And I could just continue being myself and give something valuable to others in the world.